Good morning. Yesterday's vlog was kind of a really short one. Not only kind of short, but it wasn't even 2 minutes long. I had one of those days yesterday, and I got everything done that I needed to get done when it comes to dyeing and stuff like that, but other than that, I should start a drinking game. Every time I say stuff like that, you have to have a shot of your beverage of choice. What I was saying was, I'm preparing my minis for the dye pots. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm not sure I'm going to film anything while I'm doing it because it's not that exciting, because all the minis for the Christmas collaboration are semi-solids. So nothing much exciting happening when it comes to dyeing. I of course have to mix the colors to get them the right shade, the shade that I want. I have a fabric I'm using as a measure of what the colors are supposed to look like. And this is what, because I don't have the same number of minis on each zip tie, I take another zip tie and do like this. So I know this is 10 minis. So that's one dye pot's worth of minis. And I need 2 of those for each color because I'm making 20 minis of each color. Because our Halloween collaboration sold out really quickly, and loads of people told me afterwards they wish they had the time to get one. So we decided to double our amount for Christmas. It's a totally different fabric, totally different colors, so for all I know these won't sell out. But we're making 20 in total, just to give more people a chance of getting hold of one. 20 skeins of each color and 5 colors in total. So now I'm really glad I decided against an advent calendar, because I only have to dye up 100 minis for this collaboration. And if I was to make an advent, I would have to make a lot more than 100. I might do an advent next year, I'm not sure. It depends on a lot of things. I would have to, I'm going to, if I do an advent next year, I'll probably do 10 gram minis to keep the price down. But because I'm a small batch dyer, and I don't want to risk being stuck with unsold advent calendars, I probably have to put up the advent calendar early and only order the minis I actually need for the advent calendar. So, but that's next year. That's a year from now. Who knows what I'm doing a year from now? I might be doing something completely different. Who knows? But anyways, I'm spending this day as well, dyeing. And while I'm waiting for the dye to exhaust in the dye pots and for things to cool down, I do a bit of knitting and watching some podcasts. And those are my really exciting plans for the day. And hopefully today's vlog episode will be a little bit longer than yesterday's. I've already rambled on for 5 minutes, so yes, today's episode will be longer than yesterday's. And now I'm going to concentrate on my dyeing, and I'll probably see you later. Well, here I am, and my kitchen is really hot and damp, and what you can hear, the sounds you hear, are the kitchen fan as well as a dehumidifier. But even though I'm using both of those, it's really hot and damp in my kitchen. So, but thankfully, the last color is exhausting on the stove, and the first color is in here. It's gold. It looks brown on camera, but you get to see them when they're done, all of them. I was thinking about showing you what I'm knitting on while I'm waiting for the colors to exhaust, but I'm going to film a podcast on Friday, and for those of you who watch both my Vlogtober and my podcast would get really boring if I showed you what I'm knitting on now, because I'm going to show it to you on Friday. I'm also going to cast on a pair of Christmas socks today. I had started a pair of Christmas socks with some West Yorkshire Spinners yarn, but I've managed to misplace that project bag with the knitting in it. I checked all over the house, and I've called to both the places I know I brought my knitting, but no luck. So it's in a really smart place probably, so it will show up hopefully. But I need to cast on the new pair of Christmas socks, and I have found my pattern, and I'm going to cast them on sometime today. I should finish my Halloween socks first, but I feel like casting on something new. I had a so couple of days, so I needed some new cast on, I think, just to cheer me up a bit. Good evening. Excuse me for the lighting, but I'm in the bedroom. I just finished clearing out my kitchen after today's dyeing, and now I'm actually not going to do anything else this evening than knit and chill. And what I'm knitting is I've picked out my West Yorkshire Spinners 2020 Christmas colorway and a matching bag from the Tangled Stitch. And I'm going to cast on a pair of socks, and I'm, as you can see, I'm in my PJs, because I've decided I'm not going to do anything else today other than sit on the couch, because it's been a long day. And I still feel that the last couple of days hasn't been all that good. But at least I have finished the Christmas collaboration. I've dyed the last 2 colors today, so that's something. And the prototype bag arrived in the mail today, so Friday in my podcast I'm going to show you the Christmas kit, because then everything will be ready and I'm going to show it to you. And as soon as the yarn is dry, I'm going to send Michelle at Gibberusus her half of the mini sets, and hopefully we'll have them in our shops by the end of the month. And now I'm going to make myself a cup of tea and cast on a pair of socks, and of course edit and publish this. I'll see you tomorrow.